Parshat Shelach means send, as in send men out to scout the land of Canaan. This is the story of the 12 spies, and it's one of the most devastating moments in the entire Torah. Here are some highlights from this week's Parshat Shelach. First, the 12 spies are sent. Moses sends one from each tribe to scout out the promised land. They're gone for 40 days. They return carrying enormous clusters of grapes, pomegranates, and figs. The land is everything God promised, flowing with milk and honey. The evidence is literally in their hands. Second, the 10 spies report fear. 2 report faith. 10 spies say the land is good, but the people are giants and we are grasshoppers in our own eyes. Only 2 spies, Joshua and Caleb, say, we can do this. God is with us. What we see depends on what we believe about ourselves. And third, the consequences are 40 years of wandering. The people choose to believe the fearful report. They weep all night and they wish they died in Egypt. And God's response is devastating. This entire generation will wander in the desert for 40 years, one for each day the spies scouted. They will never enter the promised land. Only their children will inherit it. Here are 3 spiritual lessons for our daily lives from Parshat Shelach. 1. We see what we expect to see. The spies all saw the same land, but 10 saw obstacles and 2 saw opportunity. The difference wasn't the facts, it was the lens. Our self-perception shapes our reality. Lesson 2. Fear is contagious, but so is courage. 10 voices of fear drowned out 2 voices of faith. The entire community caught the panic. We see this today. Fear spreads faster than hope. But the lesson works both ways. Courage is also contagious. When we stand firm in faith, we give others permission to be brave. And lesson 3, refusing to move forward has consequences. The Israelites stood at the edge of the promised land and said no. They chose fear over faith. The consequence? They wandered until that generation died out. When we refuse to step into our calling because we're afraid, we don't stay in place, we actually go backward. Here are some questions to think about this week. Where do we see ourselves as grasshoppers? What giants are we creating through our own small self-image? A world of fearful voices, how can we be the Caleb and the Joshua, speaking faith when others spread panic? What promised land are we refusing to enter? What calling stands before us that we're turning away from out of fear? We stand at the border, we hold the fruit of the land in our hands, and we have a choice, see giants or see God. This is the teaching of Parshat Shelach, choosing faith over fear, even when others cannot. I'm with you in taking on the spiritual challenges of this week's Parsha. I wish you a Shavua Tov, a wonderful week. Thank you for learning with me, Rabbi Rader of the Neshamah Institute, Boca Raton, Florida.